Just one day. Fluent and chill. Where the tapes stay real. Chill town, hoop sports, fluent with the feel. Break down sharp like a highlight reel. Welcome to the show, we stay fluent and chill.
It's the wrong background. It's just you know, man. I can't deal. It's just one of them days.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I have to change it to that a guy goes through, but do you remember that song?
I do remember that song. Monica is super dope.
Yeah. Okay.
Tony Tone, what's up, my dude? How you running tonight, my man?
I don't know where I want to start venting first. Do you want to start in basketball or non-basketball?
No. Here's the thing, Tone. Your vents are fantastic. So I want to start non-basketball. I don't even want to start with basketball. I want to start non-basketball. Let's start with that. Because you have something good.
If you have Tourette's, and you're gonna say some foul shit, let the people know ahead of time. I'm sorry. I get it. You can't control it. I understand. I understand. Let them know.
Some context, Tone? Hold on, rewind.
Let me finish. And when you say some foul shit, understand that they don't know. You can always apologize and say, you know what? You don't know this. I have Tourette's. It's involuntary. I say words that I don't even know. They're not even in my vocabulary. So when you two black men are up on stage presenting and I scream out the N-word, it's not me, Michael B. Jordan. And I do apologize. I forget the other guy's name. Although it's funny. It's the guy who was in the show. I forget the name of the show. My memory stinks. Who said, a white guy was telling him, well, why can't white people say the N-word? And he's like, go ahead, say it. Say it. You'll know who it is. Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. Desmond. Name starts with a D. Yeah.
Say sorry. Yeah, that guy. Yes, 100%. Just, say sorry. It's the Tourette's. People will understand, but you still have to say sorry.
I don't know, Tone. What ended up happening? So again,
Michael B. Jordan and
Delroy Lindro is his name.
Delroy, there you go. And Delroy are up on stage presenting an award, and this guy Davidson, who's I believe an employee, he's sitting up front, just yells out, and I'm not saying that word either, and says that, and then they keep going, and they're like, and everyone's like, well, why do they have to be gracious? And if you can't control your tongue, cut your tongue out. Other people said that, not them. And I'm like, whoa.
Hang on.
But if you're one of the Tourette's people, I think it's only like 7 to 10% of them, or 7 or 8% of them that actually have this type of Tourette's where they say stuff like that.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf did not have that problem. And
he just had a tick. He just had a tick.
Yeah, that was
it. But it's still common, to be like, it's just courteous to say, hey, even though I can't control it, sorry. Right? Like if he was walking by and looked at your girl and was like, blah, 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 and said something about your girl, you'd be like, yo, he still has to say sorry. Here's why. But he might still get punched in the face. But at the end of the day, it's crazy to me what I've been hearing.
That's probably something that I should know, though, Tone. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, that's probably something that I should know. And not only is that something that I should know, that's something that the producers should know before you put me in front of a microphone.
He's in the crowd. They could have blocked him out.
Yeah, there's
a lot of mistakes there. There's a lot of mistakes done.
A lot of stuff going on there that it sounds like, a lot of people dropped the ball. And if you are, somebody that has that ailment, and that's exactly what it is, because again, I just say things out of the blue. My people sitting next to me, and I might just say something wow as hell, right? Sure. To your point. Like, people know me, and people know that, hey, I got a condition. I have Tourette's, and it causes me to act out and say things. I actually see a show, a young lady, she's got a TikTok account where she's getting married to a guy, and actually a really nice girl, young girl, but she's got Tourette's. She's got a sister, and
is she the one with the dark hair?
No, she's blonde.
Oh, okay. Because there's a dark-haired girl that came out and she says a lot of F-U-P.
Yeah, she'll just
Yeah.
she'll just say stuff. She'll
Yeah.
just blurt out stuff. But the show is based on her having Tourette's and having to deal with it. So, I mean, but we live in a space today, Tone, where everything is so politically correct that you have to be careful with what you say and how you say it. Why? Because cancel culture exists, and people don't want to get canceled.
No, aren't we past that yet?
No, we're not. Mm-mm.
We need to get past
Absolutely, we're not. Mm-mm.
So I'll address this because it's in the chat about Fluent Canadians took a fat L. So let's be very, very clear. One, I'm a dual citizen. So my Americans also won gold. So yes, my Canadians won silver and my Americans won gold. Two, it's hockey. I don't give a crap. You can I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
And then to G Cuts, who's like, it's like if France won gold in the US. No. And the US has lost to worse teams in Olympic play. Didn't LeBron lose to Puerto Rico or something?
No, LeBron didn't lose to Puerto Rico. Team USA lost to Puerto Rico.
Was LeBron on that team?
Yeah, he was on that team. He was like that.
Conor McGregor. Not Conor McGregor. Conor McDavid. Conor McDavid, who was the MVP, by the way, of the Olympic tournament, even though his team lost in the final, which I find interesting.
He played the third least amount of minutes on that crew. But even still,
they lost. It's fine. They lost.
Yeah, sure.
Did they really lose to Puerto Rico if Puerto Rico is part of America? But anyways, story for another day. But like, it's you don't care about hockey. 364 days a year, but this time you care. So it's just like
a question, Tone. Ask the people that.
Let me just final thing on it. The U.S. Olympic hockey team, people are like, oh, they just came out of. No, they've been sick of getting their ass kicked every single time to the Canadians, who, by the way, in the NHL, even though I don't care about hockey, I still know because I'm fluent. 70% of the NHL is Canadian still. Okay. And just because now some of the top talent is from the US, and obviously they put a better team together that won a game, the most important game, the gold medal game. But just like in basketball, yeah, you might have Giannis and SJ and Luka and Jokić, but then keep going down the list. The next 100 are American. So
real tricky.
So it's great that they won the gold medal and congratulations. But guys, they've been working really hard. They take USA Hockey, to their credit, has taken it very seriously, and good for them. They've done a good job. And let's not confuse ourselves. The majority of teams are in the US. They want Americans to watch hockey so they can do what? Make money.
There you go.
Because at the end of the day, that's all anyone cares about is how much money we're making.
So two things. Number one, like, you guys want to talk about Canada and the hockey team. I bet you guys that's in the chat that's talking about this, and you guys over here too. Yeah. I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts. You can't tell me 5 people that's on Team USA.
They can tell you 3.
I'm betting dollars to donuts. You couldn't tell me 5 players that's on Team USA. That's number one. Number two, can you tell me who Team USA beat in the gold medal game in 1980?
Oh yeah, they'll know that one.
Who is it? I'm listening.
It was Miracle on Ice. Everybody knows that one.
Okay, the Miracle on Ice. Okay, that was against Russia. Just so you guys know, that was the semifinals. That wasn't the gold medal game. They had to beat it.
Yeah, you know that.
they didn't know that. So it wasn't the Soviet Union. No, it was not. They beat the Soviet Union to get to the gold medal game. They had to beat Italy in the gold medal game.
Italy?
Yeah.
Italy plays hockey?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
They had to beat them in the gold medal game. So
they put a bunch of soccer players in skates.
Give me a break, man. Give me a break.
And I will say this. Since we got the super chat, I'll throw it up. I am hearing a lot of this as well. About the Canada lost it more than the USA won it. And I'm not saying that's untrue or that's true, but they did outplay, like, just imagine let's put it into basketball perspective, right? Your team shoots more shots, has more time of possession, gets more rebounds, more steals, and you lose.
Half you dudes don't even watch hockey. I'm good, Tone.
And you know what? And I don't watch hockey. I don't watch hockey either. So that's why I'm like, I don't care. But hey,
half you guys don't even know.
Good for the US. Listen, good for the US.
Sure, absolutely, it's fantastic for the US.
And more importantly, good for hockey. Because let's be honest, they need more Americans to watch hockey. Because as much as 70% of the league is Canadian, The U.S. is 10 times the population of the U.S. Every Canadian, minus me, is watching hockey. They need more Americans. They need more Americans to watch hockey. So you know what? I'm not saying it was fixed or anything. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. And let's be clear, because I know my mother-in-law, in fact, is friends with the Binningtons, who is the goalie there for Team Canada, and she'll tell you, no, he cares. He's not letting. But it does work in the business favor. As far as a business goes, nothing better could have happened for the Olympics as having Canada and U.S. for hockey, and for the NHL of having the U.S. win. Because now you do have all these people in both, right, saying, "Oh, hockey." Maybe if a couple of them start watching, right, a few 100,000 start watching, get that TV deal money up, it's not a bad thing.
And a lot of people aren't talking to you about, because they bring the thing that bothers me about this, Tone, because you being Canadian, what they'll say is, "Hey, it's all in good fun." No, it's not. It's not funny at all, to be quite honest with you, because Tone is Canadian, but Tone is also American. And on top of that, you couldn't even tell me what was going on in the NHL today. But you do know that the NHL has been held to a halt right now. You know why? Because to Tone's point, 70% of the players that play in the NHL are Canadian. And guess what the Canadians are? The Canadians are in the Winter Olympics. So we had to stop the Pro League.
Imagine that. 10 times the population, and yet 70% of the players.
Give me a break. Half of you dudes don't even know anything about hockey. The only reason why you talking to Tone about this, which is dumb as hell, is because you're just trying to make fun of them. So it's corny. Yeah. I think it's cool that Team USA won. I'm not gonna argue that point. I think it's super dope that they won.
I think it's great. That's dope. I will say this, since you asked the question, what do I think of the 3-on-3 rule in overtime? I hate it. If you're going to play overtime, I hate sudden death. And I hate changing the rules. I hate penalty kicks. Imagine the NBA game ends and we have a free throw contest. It's ridiculous.
Or one-on-one at the end of the game, Tone?
Play one-on-one. No, you play. Listen, first of all, I think in the regular season, and I'm going off on another tangent here, but in the regular season of sports, if they really care about player safety, if they really, like they say they care about player safety, like they say they do, then there's no overtime in the regular season. It ends as a tie, because it doesn't matter in the regular season. It matters in the playoffs. And in the playoffs, football, you play a full quarter, and whoever wins. And if it's still tied, you play another quarter, and then another full quarter. And same with hockey. You play another period and another period until the game is over. Because 3-on-3, really? So we're going to play a 3-on-3. So we're going to go from NBA. What if I told you in the NBA to decide Game 7 of the NBA Finals, it's in overtime. So
Kobe
now
Bryant got to play against Kevin Garnett.
Now we got to play 3-on. No, we're going to play 3-on-3 basketball.
Ugh,
exactly. Dumb. That's what they just did.
That's dumb.
That's what they just did. It's stupid.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
No. You play a full quarter.
That's dumb.
You can either calm me down and we can talk about another topic.
Let's get it. Let's actually talk some pro basketball here. How about it? Because that's what we do around here. I don't know if you guys
ball too.
Yeah, we talk pro basketball around here. That's what we do. We don't really. There's people on TikTok. There's people on YouTube who have pages and who have channels directed solely to hockey. Who have pages directed solely to pro football. We talk pro basketball around here. If that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get.
And that's
who we are around here.
I don't even know what this is. I'm just gonna randomly pull up. I'm just gonna randomly pull up the things that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're not even talking pro basketball, but you know, we're little pro basketball, little high school basketball, and Team USA. Kevin Durant on the narrative that the world is catching up to Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is AAU is destroying the game. The Euros do it right, while the Americans do it wrong. It's a lot of bull ish with that. I can read between the lines on that. It's a shot at Black Americans. We're controlling the sport. They're tired of us controlling the sport. France is coming for you. Really? We smacked them boys.
Yes, they did. They 100% did that. Hey, Tone, can you tell me who let's say the top 5 players in the game are today, in your estimation? Who do you think the top 5 players in the NBA are today?
In no particular order.
In no particular order, none.
Jokic, Doncic,
Mm-hmm.
SGA,
Mm-hmm.
Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing someone.
Joker, Giannis, SGA, Joker, Giannis, and Wemby.
Sure, Wemby, sure.
Okay, so 4 of those 5 guys are European. Now,
Which
of those,
which ones?
SGA, he's from Canada.
Oh, right, okay, but he's not American. Okay,
no, he's not. SGA is from Canada, and they said about the world, and particularly the year, because you figure the semifinals was against Serbia, and then the finals was against France. All right. So with that being said, Tone, the fifth best Euro is who? And if you had to go off the top of your head, Tone, who do you think the 5th best European player is?
Okay, after those 4.
After those 4, so of the Euros, you got Joker, Doncic, Giannis, Wemby. Who's the 5th best Euro in your estimation?
Who's left? Gobert.
How about Alperen Sengun? How about Sengun? France up in Orlando. Yeah, Wagner in Orlando. Okay, so let's stick with stick with Sengun. So to your point,
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know
this is what I mean. This is what I mean, Tone. Because when you talk about the best European players and the best American players, so those four European players, fantastic. I'm not going to argue that at all. Wemby, Joker, Doncic, Wemby, Joker, Doncic, and Giannis, incredible, no doubt about that. But after we get past them, who is the 5th best American player? If you think about the best American players, all injuries aside, who's the 5th best American player? So we got Jason Tatum, we got Ant Edwards, we got Steph Curry, we got LeBron James, we got KD. Let's see, who else am I thinking about? We got Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
We got Donovan Mitchell, right? We got guys like that. So how close is Sengun?
Can I give you a better way to do this?
Yes.
Can I give you a better way to do this? When we say the world is catching up, is there any country that could have more than 2 players on Team USA?
Are there any countries that could have more
than 2?
Yes.
More than 2.
Yes.
Give me
okay, so I think Serbia. Let me rephrase everyone. So are there any countries outside of US who can have more than? No, I don't think so. No.
So what you're telling me is not one country has more than 2 players that can make a 12-man USA roster. So no, they haven't gotten up. Have they gotten better?
No.
Of course they've gotten
better.
Have gotten
better.
And are the top ones now at the top of the league in the NBA? 100%. But again, it's much like in the NHL, right? 70% of the best players are still like, okay, you're going to argue top 5, top 10, but there's 500 players. So if still the 400 are American players, and it's not close yet.
Sure.
But he did say 2 different things here. He did say 2 different things, because I agree with the world isn't like closing the gap.
Sure.
However, AAU is destroying basketball. And it has nothing to do with black people.
I definitely want to talk about that, Tone.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
The reason why I want to talk about that, Tone, is because it suggested that AAU is destroying basketball because they aren't teaching basketball. So, Tone, you just brought up what's going on with these teams or these other countries in terms of talent, and what are they teaching in their farm systems? Like, so it's like, where do we get Joker from, right? Where do we get Giannis from? So when you're talking about the lower divisions in the Euro League, or you talking about the lower divisions in the French League, like after Wemby, I think Wemby played in the 2nd division, who else is in that division? And what are they teaching them? Where are these guys? Who is in the lower division? Who is in the farm system for FC Barcelona? Who is in the farm system for Benefaci from Turkey? Like, who's in the farm system for your favorite team in Greece, which is
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos. Like, where are they getting their guys from? if you think about what's going on, in the Euro League, not just the Euro League, but in Europe, the best players that are playing over in those leagues are American. In terms of AAU basketball, I could say the same thing that's going on over there. Like those, I don't know what their farm system looks like, but I bet you I bet you it's not as advanced as they say it is. Because if it was, then why aren't they producing way more guys? Because Tone, to your point, when you talk about the 4 guys with Giannis, Joker, Wemby, and Doncic, after that, there's a huge gap. Meanwhile, in America,
okay. So let me interrupt and say they're not producing as many guys because there's not as many people playing basketball. Like just the sheer numbers dictate that,
which is fair.
But 2, one of the things they say is true. The other things that they say is false. So the true part, let me start with the false part, is that they really teach fundamentals more, and I think there's a different work ethic maybe, but Giannis didn't come with a bunch of fundamentals.
No, he did not.
Wemby wasn't really fundamentally sound. Now they teach the game differently, so they will come in being better shooters, better passers. Right. I think footwork right across the board has been forgotten, and so when you do compare it to AAU, let's be honest, okay?
Sure.
The coaches have now made it into a business,
right?
And it's about money,
just like they did in Europe. They've done the same thing in Europe.
Let me keep going, and then we'll go to Europe.
Keep going.
They will lie and cheat and bring in older kids into a younger team just to win.
Interesting.
And the focus is for the elite level, not the lower level teams. The elite level teams, all they care about is winning. So it's not about teaching kids how to play the right way, how to do this, right? Like when you see a U12 team doing these stupid, all this nonsense, okay, when we should be playing basketball, worried about the wrong things. That looks bad. It doesn't mean it is bad. It looks bad. So now they're going through AAU, not learning fundamentals of basketball, not learning the right way to play. They literally will set up offenses that are a 1-4, and you'll see the 4 guys across the baseline, and then the one who's the good player take his man and play ISO. It's ISO here, ISO there. Logo 3. That's not good basketball. Right. It's not. So that being said, that's the AAU program. They go into college, again, $1 billion industry, all about winning. Same thing, they go into the NBA, and they're not ready. The difference in Europe is they're not doing that either, because it's a business in Europe too. They're not teaching fundamentals, but they play a different style of basketball. It is more team-oriented in Europe, period. That's always been the case because traditionally, they haven't had these exceptional players that could just be the one guy who just ISO'd all the time. Sure. So it was about passing and shooting more. So there's a more understanding of the motion and flow of basketball.
Concept of the game. Concept of team basketball.
Not the fundamental like footwork stuff, which I wish they would learn.
Right.
The difference, though, is at 14, 15, they are no longer playing 14 and 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're in divisions where they're playing grown-ass men.
Sure.
So imagine taking a freshman or a sophomore from high school and having them in the G League. They play 2-3 years in the G League as a sophomore or a junior from high school playing in the G League. Yeah. Then they'll come into the NBA more ready. They'll know how to take the bumps, the bruises, and how to play better. And that's the difference, is that Luka was at 15 years old playing against 30-year-old men. So when he came to the NBA, the gap wasn't as big as it could have been if all I did was AAU and then, a 1 year of college and then because they're all my age. So that's really the difference. I think the concept of the game versus
nothing else. Now with the concept of the game, right? Now the thing I'm thinking about immediately is I'm thinking about how much are you teaching the concept of the game? Like you said, like you talked about the amount of players that we have. Okay, so if I got 5,000 players that are playing combined in Germany, Austria, and let's say Poland, for example. Okay, just in a space like that. If I got 5,000 players, is that the equivalent to? Right? Is that the equivalent to those 5,000 players that we have in a basketball state, like Jersey, or in New York
Yeah.
or
Yeah, that's how you could look at look at Europe as like Jersey.
okay.
Jersey, New York. Combine it. Let's say combine
Okay.
it.
So with that being said,
Kids coming out of Florida, Texas, California,
sure.
like yeah.
Now to your point, when you're talking about these many players, what does that talent look like compared to the talent of the 5,000 players in the metropolitan area in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area? Like, what is that? Just that talent level, just that talent. Now, when you get now when you get people, because to your point, Tone, which I'm combating, is that not every AAU coach is awful. Some of these guys are actually teaching basketball. Some of these guys are teaching you how to curl cut. Some of these guys are teaching you how to slip screens. Some of these guys are teaching how to block out. Some of these guys are teaching footwork in terms of defense. Not every last one of these guys is just in it for the money. Not every last one of these guys are in it just so these guys can get paid. Because there's plenty of guys who we've seen today in college basketball who come from the AAU system. AJ DeBonsta, this kid Booza.
But let's be clear. Let's not look at the exception. I look at the rule.
Okay.
So the rule is there. You might find exceptions, but the rule is the elite level teams are focused on winning, or they don't, or the kids go somewhere else.
Sure, they do.
Now at the lower level, which is, by the way, where your kids should be playing, lower level coaches, like I coach a one tier down from elite on purpose. And I focus on skill development, on fundamentals, on how to set a proper screen, how to do a slip screen.
So you sending those kids, when they get up to the elite level, they know how to do that stuff.
Because what I tell my kids is, I want you at 11, 12, 13, 14 to be ready when you take that next step, that you're going to be the one who the coach is like, hey, this kid has, like, I do film study. I make them, we watch our games and go through, like, very few teams do that. But I'm going with a purpose to say, I'm doing this as a gesture. I don't even get paid. I do it as a gesture.
Somebody taught you how to play basketball, so you want to teach.
Exactly.
You want to pass.
I want to pass that along. So when I tell them, so when you're 15, 16, 17 years old, and really, because let's be honest, especially in Canada, no one's recruiting you at 12. They don't care how many U13 titles you've won. No one gives a crap. They don't know. They don't care. They don't care that you're ranked at 14 years old. They don't. You know how many kids have been ranked and featured in Slam over the last 30 years, and you never hear from them after high school, let alone the NBA? So all of that is nonsense. What I want to do is say, hey, when the next coach gets you, when you're 17, 18 years old and looking to make that next step into college or Europe, whatever,
right?
You know how to set a damn screen. You know when to hold the corner. You know when to backdoor cut. Like, you know the difference of these things versus not. So when they call it a play, you're not sitting there going, I don't know what to do, coach, because then you're going to be sitting on the bench.
Right.
Those are the things that, and look, the reality is, to your point, you can throw out some names, but like the percentage of guys that have that kind of talent, like an AJ, and they're so few and far between. Right. I've literally seen 10,000 kids this year. Didn't see one that I'd be like, yeah, that kid's going to the NBA.
But can I use that same logic?
In my 4 years doing it, I've seen one, and then he busts his kneecap and he can't play no more.
But Tone, to combat your point, can I use that same logic with exactly what we're talking about? When we get to the pros, these guys are the exception. These guys aren't the rule. Yeah. Like
the guys in the NBA are the exception.
What I'm trying to make sense of is with the AAU system, like what KD talked about. When we talked about Team USA and like these countries are catching up and AAU ball is dead. Like, when you think about what's going on in Europe with those players, like, those players come over to America to play in college. And when they come over to America to play in college, they aren't lighting up college. There's still American players in college, one, who are older, who are more mature, who did get taught how to play basketball, and they are excelling. And the reason why they're excelling, because somebody did teach them how to play. I say that to say, Tone, that to your point about exceptions and not the rule, Tone, there's, I think, over 15,000 high school basketball players. I mean, I think less than 3% of them are going to play college basketball, not Division I basketball, just college basketball, right? So I say that to say that the farm system here, in terms of developing players, I think, to KD's point, It's better than what we're giving them credit than what we're giving credit for. And if these people who are dominating the sport today, if these people who are dominating basketball today, not just in America, not just in Europe, but all over the world, if they didn't look like me, if they didn't look like Kevin Durant, you guys wouldn't be saying that. If we're being honest about this, you saying that because they look like me. Yes, I do agree with KD with that.
You think
I do.
I'm saying it. And it's not because they look like you. It's because I see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I see, like if I play 10 teams, I see one well-coached team.
Just one. Like one. The other 9, they had no idea what they're doing.
No idea. They're just yelling and screaming at the kids. And they have one kid who happens to be talented, and everyone just kind of gets out of his way or sets screens for him or just plays secondary roles to that one guy. And that's what I see. And that's what I see 9 out of 10 times. So, like I say, and then I'd go to the elite division and I see it's even more so. It's ISO. Like, how do I put a player in a one-on-one position? And again, I'm not saying that's bad. All I'm saying is playing pro against grown men you'll understand the game better.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be less talented, but you'll understand the game better than just playing ISO. You might as well just play one-on-one.
Well, will I though, Tone? Because if I'm playing against pros who that's the way that they were taught how to play the game, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to translate with me, because I might not know how to set a screen, but I'm going up against a 25-year-old and I'm 15 and somebody only taught him how to play one-on-one. Somebody only taught him how to play this certain way, which isn't really conducive to winning in terms of a team concept. I mean, that's not going to help me out at all just because I'm playing against.
You know what else isn't going to help you though in AAU? And I know, I believe this isn't true in Europe.
Sure.
Is playing 80 to 100 games as a 12-year-old.
Now, that part I agree with, right? That the whole 5 games in one day, like we're really not getting
multiple teams.
Yeah, I'm really not getting prepared.
Playing on teams below your age level.
Yeah.
Like, those things occur. Like, I always remember that bench warmer thing where I am 12. Oh, I got fireworks. Like that doesn't help anybody except the coach's ego because they won a game. So that's what I'm saying. Look, is it perfect? No. Could it be significantly better very easily? Yeah, it can. So I think people are going to an extreme to make a point, like people do. But I think for KD to say it's only because it's black people. No, it's for me, no. It has nothing to do with that. It's what I think. That's what you put that. But
again, Tone, remember
me putting it on myself.
Yes, and remember where you are. Remember where you are in Canada. So, and we're talking about KD, who's discussing the entire world. And I don't think that you guys out there in TV land and YouTube and TikTok land, I don't think that you guys recognize how racist other people are in other places. Like if you only see it in California, you only see it in New York. It's 10 times worse in Lithuania. It's 15 times worse in Belgium, right? So to KD's point, I think that Team USA and USA basketball, what's going on here, I think it would be looked at a lot differently in terms of us being as awesome as we are if those guys all looked like Larry Bird, if those guys look like Detlef Schrempf. I think they would be viewing it a lot differently than they do. Because to your point,
you can finish your point.
Because to your point, Tone, you just brought up the idea of how these guys are being coached. Like if I do understand that I want to play games. Yes, Tone, I do want to play games and I want to get as many reps as I possibly can get in. But if I'm not learning anything, if I'm just out here playing, like that doesn't help me at all. It doesn't.
Okay, but that's a great point. These teams are playing more games than they practice.
Yeah, that's not helping me at all. Like I'm not learning how to play.
Not helping.
Oh boy.
Any punishment from aspiration scandal is expected to center around Kawhi Leonard's contract, with insiders believing the Clippers will avoid major discipline. A lot of rumors of the Clippers thing about to come down. I heard it's going to be Kawhi centric. The rumors I've heard. Now, these are just rumors. They don't know for sure. But if this is the case, let me tell you, they dropped the damn ball again. They dropped the ball again. They don't give a crap. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. Just say we don't want to know. I'd rather them tell the truth and say, you know what? It doesn't affect us. He got his money. Okay. He wanted to go to that team anyways. It's not like he went to the Clippers because of the extra money. He wanted to go there anyways.
Well, he wanted to go back home.
He wanted to go back home.
He wanted to go back home.
He wanted to go back home. And so we just found a way to give him more money.
Yes. Now, Tone, you being a businessman. So, Tone, you signed me to a contract for a lot of money, only to find out that Tone was cheating in order to get me. So, Tone, your punishment is all the money that you paid me. We now have to rip that contract up. You can now pay me because I can still stay on your team. By the way, you can now pay me a little bit of money. Damn, Tone, life sucks.
The Clippers are being rewarded for doing what they did.
Life sucks.
Oh, I don't have to pay him $50 million. I can pay him 15.
That's it.
Oh no! Oh, NBA, Adam Silver. Whoa, it's me. Like
I drank a beer.
I'm gonna have to drink one.
I drink another beer.
I might. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
It's just forget the cap. Then you know what? Get rid of the draft. Forget the cap. No drug testing. Just go. You know what? However many people you want on your roster, put how many everyone on your roster. Have a good day.
Well, here's the thing.
You know what? Let's cut the games down from 82 to 70, so no one gets any back-to-backs and they get tired and stub a toe.
We already did that. We already cut the back-to-backs down. We're still playing 82 games because remember, Tone, you as a businessman, you can appreciate this. My bottom line is the most important thing here, and I do have to get paid. So me cutting games means less revenue in the arena, which means less revenue for the people who work there, which means less TV money. Yes, it does. Sure it does.
No,
sure it does.
Prices.
No, and what you raising the prices? Okay, raise the prices, Tone. There's a reason why. There's a reason why the seats aren't. There's a reason why the seats are empty.
What are you talking about? The Bulls suck and they sell out every game.
There's a reason why, because the prices are reasonable.
No, they're not. Go look at the Bulls game price.
If you cut games, if you go look at the price of a Raptors ticket. Right. If you go look at the price of a Raptors ticket. Now, don't get me wrong. I think location is important. Right. Let's be clear about that because ain't nothing else going on around there.
How much it is.
But we could get to the bottom of it. I don't know off the top of my head, but we could get to the bottom of this right now because I am huge in this. I am very much a big deal in this. And I'm very much.
I just want you to know. Some idiot on TikTok said, "I know how to fix the NBA. Cut it down to 70 games, no back-to-backs, and get rid of the draft and make the first round of the playoffs 5 games instead of 7." So I did the math. They would lose $2 billion.
We can't do that.
They would have to fire 6,000 to 10,000 employees.
That's not going to work, Tom.
Which would mean don't forget the players get paid the salary cap, so they get paid based on a revenue share, which means $2 billion, which would then mean the salary cap has to come down, which means every player would then get paid less. So what do you think a player would do if they said, "Hey, instead of 40 million, you're going to get paid 35, but hey, guess what? It's only a 70-game season." They'll go, "Cool, so I'll only play 50." Nothing would change except there would be less games and then less revenue, less money, less jobs. And I want that kid who said they should do that, I want him to be the one that has to go to those 10,000 families and saying, "Hey, it was my brilliant idea to cut 10 games plus a few playoff games out of the schedule. That's why your daddy doesn't have a job no more."
So, Tone, I'm looking at these seats right now.
Yeah.
Toronto, for example.
Yeah.
They got Wemby coming to town. Wemby's coming to town tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I want to sit in row 8 in section 114. It's less than $200.
No, it's not.
That's 180. I'm looking at this right now.
US.
Less than US money.
That's 300 Canadian. So a Canadian is having to pay $300. And don't forget, that means he would have had to make $600 because we get taxed 50%. So he would have had to get paid $600 to afford that ticket. Oh, and by the way, popcorn, hot dog, and a soda.
Well, I'm eating before the game.
$40.
I'm not eating at the game.
$50.
I'm not doing that. So.
What about parking? What about transportation? Okay. Oh, you take the train.
But that's the thing, though, Tone. It's already what it is right now. So now if you're cutting games, and that's going to raise the price even more.
You have to because they can't lose revenue.
And guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose fans because they're not going to.
They'll go.
I'm not going to go to games. I can't go to
Where
games.
did you hold on? Just row 8, section 114. Where did you find tickets for $100? I'll buy them right now.
Less than $200. And
Email them to
level 114 in row 8, 2 tickets. Yep, $184.
Which site are you on?
Yep. I'm showing it to you right now, Tone. Vivid Seats. That's who I deal with. Vivid Seats in the game time at. Yes, sir. $184 US each.
Now you got me. I'm going to look.
Look. I done got Tone now looking at row 8, 2 tickets, $184 each. Yes, sir.
Which is against the
Against
Spurs,
the Spurs tomorrow night. In row 114. I mean, section 114, row 8.
Okay, so I'm gonna you're in behind the backboard. Those are terrible. Okay, so those exact same seats. Row I have row 1 or row 5, so I'll use row 5. Okay.
Yep.
Row 5, lower level 114. So same section. How much do you think they are Canadian dollars?
700.
No.
Okay, all right. So row 5. So row 5. All right. Yeah. Let's be realistic. Okay, so row 5. If they're 184 in row 8, in row 5, let's say 250, Tone.
$338 each.
$338 each.
$600. So you're paying $1,000. Okay, because keep in mind, 338 is 660. Call it $700. You're gonna spend $300 on transportation and food. I'm telling you, when you come to Toronto, you'll see. So it's $1,000 to go to a game. You think that's reasonable already?
That's a lot.
And those aren't good. Let's be honest, those aren't good seats.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Tony. Now what you want to do is you want to cut games, and what you cutting games now, that place has to get raised.
Here, I want to sit in the 500s. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yikes.
Actually, that's not bad. You know my son, he wants to sit here. Excuse me. Spoiled.
Hey, AO Sporty, AO, is that what it is? AO Sports Spartery. If you believe what Real Talk just told you, I got some swampland in Jersey to sell you, my man.
What did I miss?
If you believe that, then I got some, like I said, I got some swampland in Jersey to sell you, and I got it at a really good price. If you believe what he just said, I got some swampland.
I don't know what he just said, but so $1,000 now, and yes, to your point, they'll have no choice. My point is they'll have no choice but to raise everything. So that $1,000 now becomes a $1,500 night out for 2. Imagine it's you and your wife and kids. Imagine there's 4 of you.
No. It wouldn't be realistic. It wouldn't be. We couldn't be able to do. We couldn't do it.
Would a businessman say, "Here's $2 billion, thanks"?
No.
With no guarantee that the game will be better. There's no guarantee that they would stop, because if the thing is to stop tanking, is there a guarantee that they'll stop tanking or they'll stop load managing? No. So I'm just going to drop $2 billion, hoping that the product will be better.
Nope. You can't do that. That's just bad business.
Bad business.
That's terrible business. Terrible.
Stephen A. Smith recently said that the way that the players are dressing, he's probably blaming LeBron for that too.
He is.
Did he blame LeBron?
He did. Yes.
LeBron James.
They're dressing very poorly and they should dress better. I would say this. It starts with the coaches. I don't think if you're going to make that complaint, I'm not saying which side of the argument I'm on yet. However, if you're going to complain that the players aren't dressing well enough or as they should, you should be looking at these dudes, because Pat Riley's in a suit, Lenny Wilkins in a suit, obviously Red's in a suit, Chuck Daly always looks sharp in his suits, and you got these guys wearing quarter zips.
Well, Pat Riley, Tony, he's on record saying that he would love for coaches to bring back suits. In fact, he got his statue unveiled in Los Angeles in his Armani suit with his Rolex. And he said, yes, absolutely. That's Pat Riley. The only
statue that should exist.
That's him. Yes, sir. That is him. And with Pat Riley, he said, quote, I would like to see coaches put suits back on. And to be honest with you, Tone, I'd like to see that too. I'd love to see coaches. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the relaxed look with the I guess it's like sweaters with the zips up and the
Yeah, it's
team
a
logo on them.
quarter zip. It's very stylish.
And I think that don't get me wrong. I think that's dope. But I've always had much more respect for coaches who are on the sideline that are clean with the suit and then tie. I mean, you can unbutton it. Don't get me wrong. You can unbutton the tie. You can take the tie off. But with a suit, tie, and a jacket on, I always thought that was super dope. Always.
Listen, I actually, that's why I said I'll wait. I think they should wear suits.
I think so.
I
would love to bring that back.
The only exception I think that gets away with this is baseball. And listen, I don't even understand baseball. Why the hell is the manager dressed like he gonna go out and DH?
He's in a uniform. Like
why?
Guys.
Why? He's a
Doc Rivers in a Bucks uniform.
Why? They look ridiculous. Remember Tommy Lasorda? I'm a Dodgers fan, right? So remember Tommy Lasorda used to like, why are you in a uniform? You look ridiculous.
Waddling out there.
With his belt hanging out over his belt that he had no business wearing. The belt screaming, LaRussa, I don't fit you. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Either.
Now, that being said, baseball's a whole nother thing. But basketball, why not wear suits? Why not wear suits?
Well, I think it got changed.
But the point is, don't complain about the players if you're not going to say something about the coaches.
Because they are the example. Yes.
And hold on. I am a coach. Hold on. Hold on. Ayo. I am a coach. And I wear what the team gives me, which is a black short sleeve, like a golf shirt with the team logo on it.
Yep.
That's what I wear. Because that's what they give me. If they gave me a shirt and tie, I'd wear a shirt and tie. Or
if you were mandated to wear something like that, you would wear that.
100%. Yes, and I like this. Think about it. Bad call, you undo your tie. It's a good look.
Yes.
I like it. And listen, my point of this though is it's not about whether the coaches should wear suits or not, although I do like that, but I'm okay if they don't. But don't complain about the players if the coaches are looking like that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Speaking of coaches,
since we on that subject,
here's Pat Riley scoring on. So let me ask you a question. I bring this picture up because that's Pat Riley on Phil Jackson in a Lakers versus the Knicks game. Since Pat got a statue, Pat has 4 rings in, I believe, 9 attempts, if I'm correct, if my memory serves me correctly. Phil has 5 in 7 attempts, I believe, if I'm correct, with the Lakers. Is he getting a statue?
He better. He better.
It's a statue.
He better. Yes, sir.
We're like Oprah over here. You get a statue. You get a statue.
Whoa. Not everybody's. Wait a minute, though, Tone. Because you do this with me all the time when it comes to the Hall of Fame stuff and the statue stuff. Everybody's not created equal. Okay, what Pat Riley did and what Phil Jackson did are extraordinary. Okay, we're not building a statue. We're not building a statue of Mike Brown outside the arena. No, we're not doing that.
Now listen, the Lakers are the greatest franchise in NBA history. So, however, how many statues we got? We got Kobe got 2, Kareem, Magic,
Jerry West,
Elgin Baylor, Shaq, James Worthy, Riles. Jackson's gonna have to get one.
Yes, sir.
LeBron's gonna get one.
LeBron's
gonna get one. James is gonna be playing in LA longer than any stint with any other team. He broke Kareem's all-time scoring record there. If he wins one more ring, listen, he's not. If he wins one more ring, even if not, he might still get a step. So, at what point do we just say enough and just build the museum and give them like Hall of Fame busts? Because it's gonna be have you gone to the stadium? Do you know how hard it is to walk with all the statues?
Well, it depends on what the franchise is, Tone. Because again, we're talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Lakers. I don't care. Who cares about another franchise?
We're talking about the Lakers now. But with the Lakers, Phil Jackson, if he doesn't get a statue outside of Los Angeles, he better get one. Well, I think he should get one outside of Los Angeles, but definitely get one outside of Chicago. I don't understand what the holdup is there. I think a lot of it has to do with the way he exited there. But
no, that's because they're cheap. They only got one statue over there.
But that doesn't really make sense to me because they got a mural of Scotty inside the arena. They have a mural of him
because they robbed Scotty for 20 years. Yeah,
they got a mural of him outside.
All the money they saved not paying him, they paid for the mural.
But I say that to say, Tone, because I know how fickle you are when it comes to the Hall of Fame, when it comes to statues. Like Pat Riley is an all-time great.
I'm okay with Pat Riley.
Okay, I just want to make sure that, and I know he's your Laker guy, but I mean Riles, the Monty Suits. Remember who Riles is? Okay, that's not.
The only bad thing is they put too many wrinkles in his forehead. They gave us Miami Riles, and they should give us the LA Armani suit wearing Riles. Yes. Yeah, Riles gets one. I'm just I want to
make sure that because I know how you are about that sort of stuff. So
all right, so we got two more topics.
Yeah,
two more topics, but let's hit our super chat here from Deadop. Who are the top 5 2 players from the same team if you can have them in their prime? Example: Wilt and Steph, Dream and T-Mac, etc. Which would build around as a GM? I'm putting defenders around Dirk and Luka. Oh, I got the most unsuspecting answer for you.
So I'm building my unit, right? So I'm building my unit around these two guys.
Yeah.
And
any two play. Do you want me to just tell you mine?
What you got?
Because I can have any two players that played on the same team. Shaq and LeBron.
Wow. I was thinking Scotty and Michael, but
Shaq and LeBron's better than that. And I was even thinking Magic and Kareem, Magic and Shaq.
Those are the two guys. I was thinking Jabbar and Magic,
because I get them in their prime.
Scotty and Michael.
I get them at their best.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go because I'm building around Shaq and LeBron. I put anyone around them.
So 2009 to 2013, James, and 99 to 2003, Shaq, and you get to build around those two guys.
Those guys? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think
it's interesting though. Would you agree though that with the Lakers you have you could pick like Wilt and Baylor, Wilt and West, Kareem. Hold on, Kareem and Baylor. You could pick Kareem and Magic and Kobe and Shaq, who actually played together. Magic and Shaq. I think
in their primes too, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Primes. Magic and Shaq is close, but I went LeBron and Shaq because of the defense.
Yeah,
like the athleticism, just that sheer alone, I think is. That's
from there.
Look how many Lakers. That's all I'm saying.
If I could get prime Jabbar, so as good as Magic was from 82 to 89, if I could get 71 Jabbar to 77 Jabbar running with Magic, yikes. And I could build around that. Give me a break, man.
That's a good one, Dead Up.
You do talk about MVPs, Tone?
What I thought he was going to say was, because I read it briefly before I pulled it up, I thought he was going to say like top 5. And then I'm like, oh, that's easy. Like if I have to put a starting 5 together, that one's easy. It's the Lakers.
Top 5.
But
Magic and Jabbar, Michael and Scotty, two-way play, from the same team. Let's see.
I know. Hold on. I know his prime was like this long, but what would a backcourt of Rose and Jordan look like?
Yes, take BJ off that unit and put Derrick Rose on that unit. Yes. Take BJ off that unit and put Derrick Rose on that unit, and Derrick Rose and Jordan running in the backcourt. Yes, that would work. Yes,
that would be fun to watch. I don't even care if they won. That would be fun to watch.
Ice and Duncan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about top 5 guys. Ice and Duncan. I don't know about top 5. How about Drex and Lajuan?
How about a front court of Captain and Giannis? You literally any guards.
What? Go get whoever. Matter of fact, let's go get guards from Milwaukee. Let's get Ray Allen. Let's get Sidney Moncrief.
There you go.
Let's get Oscar Robertson.
We good.
It's gonna be hard to beat that group. Yikes! You talking about MVPs? Yeah. Since we on that subject of MVPs, Tone. Since we on that subject.
Oh, the ladder has changed.
Do
you know who's leading the NBA ladder right now?
I don't know who's leading the NBA ladder, Tone. Who is?
I believe there was a change at the top. Jokić was leading for a very, very long time. And I believe that SGA has taken over, but right now it's SGA at 1. Let me give you the top 5 list, and then I'm going to show you something after I do that. So it's SGA at 1, Jokic at 2, Luka Doncic at 3, Cade Cunningham at 4, Victor Wembanyama at 5. Now, I'm just going to throw in Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Kawhi Leonard, so you know the top 10.
Sure.
But that's the 5, and I find this interesting. So do you remember the 5?
SGA,
Joker,
Luka,
and Wemby.
Cade and Wemby. Yes, that's the 5.
Right. So check this out.
Oh boy.
Let me do it this. No, let me go back.
We have a problem. Let's
be clear. Steph, let me move the banner so everyone can see what we're talking about. So LeBron, Steph, and Giannis are already ineligible for
out. No all pros for you guys, not this season.
Easiest to make all NBA this year. Jokic, if he misses one more game, is out. Booker, 3 more games out. Wemby, 4 more games out. Luka, SGA, Ant, 5, 6, 7 games and out. Now, granted, there's only 20 games left, but let's, for argument's sake, say all of these guys miss those amount of games and they're all out. And now we have Cade Cunningham, who's the only one left out of the 10 that we said.
Jaylen Brown's in that. Jaylen Brown's in there too.
Oh, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's got to get in there too now.
Okay, but I'm going by the ladder.
Yeah,
I'm just going by the ladder. Jaylen Brown was at 6. Okay, so we're looking at the 1, 2, 3, and 5 guys not even being eligible.
Yeah,
so
those guys are out.
So now the voters are. So Cade, I'm just going to go by who's in the lead. So that puts Cade in the lead. What does the NBA look like with Cade Cunningham, who I love? I've been telling you that for a long time, as the MVP this year.
I don't think it looks any worse than Steve Nash winning the league MVP. I don't think it looks as bad as that, because again, you can substantiate it because it's not like they're just giving the award to Cade. I mean, Cade for what he has done for that Detroit unit and for what they don't have the best record in the Eastern Conference. They got the best record in the NBA, Tone. And with them having the best record in the NBA, I think that has to matter. I think the NBA got it wrong with Donovan Mitchell in 2021, where he didn't get any MVP votes for a team. That's never happened in NBA history for a player who was at the top of the Western Conference, who led the team in scoring, was second in the team in assists and third in rebounding. Not only did not get any MVP votes, he didn't make first team All-Pro, he didn't make second team All-Pro or third team All-Pro. That's never happened in NBA history. So I say that to say, I say that to say, we're moving guys up like Cade, Donovan Mitchell now moves up, Jaylen Brown now moves up. And I think what this does is, I don't think that this is a bad thing for the NBA. You guys out there in basketball land, you can complain all you want. This lights a fire to your favorite player's ass. You need to be available, period. I shouldn't have to make up this rule for you to be available. The bar for being an all-time great was availability. Jabbar was playing 82 games, 79 games at age 40. That was going on with him. Michael Jordan was playing 82 games at 35, 36 years old. The fact that we had James has 15 years. James has 15 seasons of playing 75 games or more. That's the bar for being an all-time great. These guys aren't all-time great scoring leaders only playing 50 games. These guys aren't all-time great rebound leaders playing barely half the season. That's not going to get it done, because I've said this to you in the past, Tone, and I will stand on it. Joel Embiid wins the NBA championship. If you think that you're going to get me to talk about him like I talk about Shaq, you are on crack. I promise you that. Winning does matter, but availability matters also.
Well,
you're not playing.
Well,
you're not producing.
I can fix everything in one sentence. You ready?
Listening.
You get paid by games played.
Tone, don't do that.
Hold on. With a minimum of your average minutes played.
So not only do I have to show up to work. So not only do I have to show up to work, Tone, I have to actually perform.
You can't check in and say yep and then check out.
No, that's not going to get it done. Nope. That's not going to get it done at
all.
Every
NBA averages, let's say it's 30 minutes, you have to play at least 30 minutes.
Tone, you'd be a nightmare for the union. I promise you that. You would be a nightmare for the union. They would be they would be at odds with you on the regular.
I get them playing 75 plus games.
Yeah, the union would be at odds with you on the
guess
regular.
what?
Like, yo, we hate
you know
this
what,
guy.
and you know what they would do because they had to do it? They'd learn how to play smarter basketball. Play more team ball. They would. They'd have to because they couldn't kill themselves. They would have to rely on their teammates, pass the ball, and it would bring back specialists. It would bring back guys who were rebounders, guys who were true point guards, who were facilitators, and didn't have to put up 30 shots a game as well as run the point. It would make the game better. It would. D. Wall said Tim Duncan not top 10. Do you want to tell him he doesn't know how good Tim Duncan was? Because I think that's why he said it. Or you want to ignore him? All right,
I'm good on that. We got some people.
I want to know before we say goodbye to TikTok and then take a couple of callers. If you want to be a caller, you want to be a shot caller, you want to be a baller, you want to be a little bit taller. I'm mixing in two songs together from TikTok. Come check out Chilltown Hoops or Sports Fluent YouTube and join the conversation. The link is in the comment section. Who is your MVP and why?
I think it's SGA, and I think it's SGA by a pretty good margin. His availability has been his to your point. I think where are we with SGA with his availability? It's like so recently before he got hurt, right?
I think SGA only has like 3 games and then he's not.
I think it's like 6, something like that. Before he got hurt, I mean, he was available and he was playing at a ridiculously high level, second in the league in scoring. Second in the league in scoring. In addition to being second in the league in scoring, one of the smartest players in the league. So 6 games left. So second in the league in scoring, ridiculous in taking care of the basketball, very smart basketball player. In addition to him being that very underrated defender that people don't give him nearly as much credit. When he's off the floor, they aren't nearly as good. I'm not a huge component of being off the floor because I feel like with this player, you're not winning without him. But when he's on the floor, they're much better overall than when he's off the floor. That's just who SGA is. And I feel like this Oklahoma City team, like they're winning, and it's largely due to SGA. And I feel like what his production, in addition to them winning, I think that SGA is the league MVP, and I think he wins it going away.
Last week on Fluent versus Chill versus Everyone, Wednesdays at 8:30 right here, wherever you're watching, except TikTok, you got to come over to YouTube. The best debate show I've ever seen. I made the argument for Jaylen Brown because I truly believe, I think I won that debate. I truly believe that Jaylen Brown should be the leader right now. But I'm telling you here today, as I stand before you, TikTok universe, who aren't smashing the like button, so we're going to deal with that after, and you YouTubers and Xers who are watching and will watch later on, the MVP this year, if everything stays as it's going right now, so basically no one gets hurt, no one misses any games, and the standings stay where they are, this year's MVP and Defensive Player of the Year was going to be Victor Wembanyama, because they want that narrative to be true, and they're pushing it too early, and he is going to be the first player since you know who to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same.
So not because he actually deserves it, but because it's more of a narrative, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to get.
I think he's in the conversation for both. I think he's in the in top 5 in the conversation. No one would argue that he's not in top 5 for both. But because we also know part of this is narrative, and we know that they need a face, because let's be honest, we know what's going to happen. LeBron is going to Cleveland for his final season next year, and they need a new face. The torch needs to be passed, and this alien in San Antonio is just, it makes too much sense.
Is he going to hold up long enough, though, Tone?
I'd rather it be, you're right, Batman. I'd rather it be Cade. However, they're putting their chips all in on Wemby. Because he looks, he's different. He looks different. He looks like this freak of nature, 7'5" giant dude that blocks shots from the foul line. Like he just who shoots threes. Like how he's so marketable. so marketable that I think that's where they're going to go.
I think that what you're going to end up with, Tone, is you're going to end up with a number of raucous people, because they're thinking like you're thinking. They are thinking that, does this guy really deserve the league MVP, or are they giving it to him based on what we think he's going to be in the future, and we got to do it now because we're not sure that he's going to hold up 10 years. So we got to give it to him now and make it so that he is that. When in reality, he isn't that yet. Like, he isn't the offensive player that you think he is yet. As awesome as he is,
I think he's 2 years away from being.
I don't think he's there yet, Tone.
3 years away.
But I think that if they give it, to your point, if they give it to him now, and in 2 years, if he's able to be that good, see, we were right. When in reality, what happens if you're wrong?
Because it's a no lose. It's actually a no lose. One, the Spurs are the second seed, and they're trending to overtake OKC, who, by the way, they've dominated this season. So imagine they finish first. And here's why it's beautiful. They give it to him now, so it's early, and now we have that marketability, and we work. What's going to stop Wemby from being great? Only one thing. Injuries. So they can't say we were wrong. Oh, it's too bad of those injuries. It's too bad those injuries, because he's not going to regress. He's not going to become worse. No. So it's a can't lose scenario where we jump on it early, give him the award. Like, let's be honest. Derrick Rose wasn't the MVP. He wasn't the MVP.
I thought it was James.
But he was so exciting to watch and very marketable that they're like, hey, here's another guard with hops in Chicago. Oh, this is a good story. If he stays great, excellent. He gets injured. Oh, what could have been with Derrick Rose? They can't lose. It's storytelling at its finest.
Fair enough.
Don't go anywhere, YouTube. Don't go anywhere, YouTube, because he's gonna say his goodbye stuff to TikTok and
TikTok. It's good to see you guys. You guys know where to find us. This is where we are every Tuesday night. Me and my man, Fluent. That's him right here. Chill. Well, last time we talked to your mother. Call your mother. We'll talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light. Take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys tonight. This was dope.
I muted your mic on YouTube so they didn't get confused.
Yeah, don't do that. We're still here.
Man, that's funny.
We got a couple people. We got a couple people, and then we're gonna get going.
Yeah, a couple people. Then we're gonna get going. We're gonna start with Joe. Joe's been waiting patiently. What up, Joe?
What up?
What's good, guys?
What up?
Sorry, I'm a bit poorly. I was listening.
Sounds terrible. You gonna be all right?
Awful.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry. You know, it's a Tuesday. I feel like I'm talking to you guys every Tuesday now, so I'm always gonna be ready for it regardless. When you was talking earlier on about this very basketball related. When you was talking about how, imagine if the NBA, say it ended at a tie, it went to a game of free throws, was it? Where, say now, this might be the football in me that is talking for me, but what I would love to see, just for one season, to see how it would go, you play the regular basketball 4 quarters, 12 minutes. I think that's great. Don't change that. If we tie, though, you go into 2 overtime. You go into 2 overtimes regardless. So you can still, so even if you win the first overtime, you still got to play another one. There'll be 5 minutes long, just how they normally are. And if it's still a tie after 2 overtimes, which it could be, it might not be likely, but it still could happen, then you do go to a game of free throws. And the reason why I say this is because don't bow your head. Just wait. Because I've been at games in London where I've had to travel 6 hours down to watch a penalty shootout, and the nerves and the excitement you have of watching people take a penalty, which is 12 yards out, which every pro should make it. But I could imagine like watching Minnesota and the Knicks playing, and Rudy Gobert goes to take a free throw, and for the one time he actually makes one. I'd understand. I'd understand it, and I'm not saying it should be a rule forever, but a one-time thing where I'd just be like, "Whoa, what would it be like?" Because for me, a penalty shootout in football is like you never get them.
Yeah, but a penalty kick is, even though I don't like it, but it's different because you still have a goalie, and you got to get it by him. So if you're going to say, okay, you're going to shoot a free throw, but Rudy Gobert standing there and you got to shoot it over him as he tries to block it, then okay, you might be on something. Then you might be on something.
Yeah.
Or a little one-on-one,
Not the same
and
thing,
you can
no.
score.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Or maybe even a one-on-one, yeah. Or you can pick who you want to go up against, but it's got to be reasonable. Like, for example, like Victor Wembanyama
So
couldn't
you're
go up
saying the
against.
free throw shooting, you get to pick for who from the other team shoots?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's you know,
So
I would do that right away.
So
In
say
the
like New York would like huddle up and we'll go like make sure Rudy gets a shot, make sure make sure Randall gets a shot because he hasn't been great for the line of the season, and pick a few bench players.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, oh yeah, we'll get Anton, we'll get all of our best shooters on first, because then obviously then it will be just be bored and watching people shoot free throws. It'd be interesting to see the worst players we've got you who are terrible on the line, go now, you're up, and especially in an atmosphere, say like you're away from home or something. I think it'd be interesting. I'm not saying Chill looks like he hates it, but I think it'd be interesting.
I don't understand it. I'm trying to make sense in what it is exactly.
Okay, let me translate. So what he wants to do is after the regulation time ends.
Right, we're in overtime. I get that part.
We're in overtime.
Yeah.
We play 5-minute halves.
Right.
Yep.
So you basically play 10 minutes.
Okay.
Of overtime. If it's still tied, then they basically do a free throw shootout. You have to make one. So just like penalty kicks, you have 5 penalty kicks, and whichever team makes more penalty kicks, same thing. You have 5 different players who the other team picks to shoot one free throw each, and whoever makes more out of the 5.
No.
Could you imagine Shaq? Could you imagine Shaq at the free throw line having to win it in overtime?
I mean, I know this is entertainment, and I know Shaq. Shaq will go to the free throw line at that juncture of the game, and he'll make all 5 of them. Yes, he will.
No, he only gets one.
Yeah, and he'll make it. He'll 100% make it.
All right, what
That's
about
why it'd be
Ben Wallace?
No. No. Absolutely not. So,
all right.
But one last thing. If we do see potentially, I think Jokić will miss postseason awards, because I do think he misses one game now for in the next 2-3 months. I think he misses out. I think SGA could be. I don't think SGA is going to miss out. I think he can just about make it.
I think with 6 games he's okay.
Yeah.
It's the ones that have 1, 2, 3 that I'm concerned.
Yeah. I think though, if Jokić is out, and I think Jaylen Brown now is under a limited amount of games. I think he's got like 7 or 6 remaining, because he's been on for not a lot, but he's been on a fair bit. How do you guys see now MVP rankings? Not even just the winner in general, though, and changing now, because we could see very well a Kay Cunningham now at the 3 spot, which we probably wouldn't see originally, because we still had so far throughout the season. It's been the same 3 guys pretty much throughout, but just swapping positions. And do you think now with players injured, do you think now we can start seeing players that who haven't even been listed yet on the MVP rank can now make their way in like a 10 or a 9 or even maybe further up?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to, right? Like with already we have, not that these guys were in the MVP conversation. Well, maybe Giannis would have been, but Giannis, Steph, LeBron, you're going to start to see when you start seeing Jokić, an SGA, let's say for example, those types, Luka, if they all get eliminated, everybody starts moving up, and you're going to see some strange, Jalen Brunson in the top 5.
Yeah. And even after the debate last week where I was saying he had a top 5 point
I
guard,
think it'd be great.
top 5
And the reason why I think it'd be great is because we would get we get to see these guys like Joker. These guys wouldn't be missing nearly as many games, because what you're doing now is when you change it back, what you're doing is you're rewarding mediocrity. That's what you're doing. No. Keep the rule the way it is. Absolutely. Make these guys come to work. You want to be an all-time great. This is what the all-time greats did. This is the bar. So that's where I'm at with it.
That's fair enough.
Appreciate you, Joe. Take care, brother.
You, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow for my topic. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll back up again.
Oh my goodness. All right. One more, and then I think we're out. But don't forget to check us out tomorrow, 8:30, right here, right where you are. 8:30, Fluent versus Chill versus everyone. It's me, it's him, it's 3 judges, and it's you coming up and challenging one, all of us, none of us. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
It's not bad. Not bad.
All my fellas.
Oh my God. Oh man. What up?
2 cents in the building. I see I had
What's up? What's up, fellas?
What up?
Hey, Hey, I'm gonna start with this one. I've been listening to the whole show. I'm gonna start with. I can't let y'all disrespect Derrick Rose on that MVP because I know what happened that year. He played. Yeah, yeah. Y'all don't remember saying that?
I remember saying that he shouldn't have won.
Okay. Yeah, we know. I mean, I know the reason why he won it because you got to remember the guy played 81 games that year. Of course, he can't beat LeBron statistically. 26 points versus 25 points. Little stuff like that. LeBron is going to edge him out that way. He beat LeBron in the head-to-head 3 times, swept him. And also, they did have a better record. And, that's kind of how they justify that Steve Nash MVP over Shaq. Their better record and this. We know that one. But that one, I can't give you that. I ain't going to give you that one, that Derrick Rose. He did have a better season than LeBron. He beat the Heatles. Yeah. He did beat the Heatles.
Bulls beat the Heatles.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. When you lose,
team that year. We don't talk nearly as much about how good that Bulls team was that year.
They were.
They had a good team. It wasn't like it was Derrick Rose and a cast of characters. No, Carlos Boozer and Luol Deng. Right, they had a good team with Joakim Noah. They had a damn good team that year. Damn good team.
Yeah, they did. They had the best. That's why they had the best record in the NBA, not the Eastern Conference, but best team in the NBA. All right, slide to the next one real quick because I know it's short time. Let's go. We were talking about the MVP. Those guys on that list, they ain't no make it. But if it was me and I was on the committee, I wouldn't do it by game. That's not fair. But doing it by minutes, I don't know if y'all think about that. What if you did it by minutes? The guy knows he has to play a certain amount of minutes because minutes and games are kind of two different things. Because I already know what they're gonna do. Just like every year when the Cowboys are suck, and they won't play. Philly won't play the players and stuff like that. So you can get a win in, but that's what the record is gonna say they lost. So the MVP voting, I'm guessing that SGA should win it. He can make it 6 games. I think he's strong enough to get it through. Wemby, no, because let me tell you a story about a guy named Yao Ming that was that tall and that great. They don't last long. It's just based upon history. He's one gut check away.
Just so you know, when I say that, I'm a hater. When I say that, I'm confident I'm not going to get 12 to 15 years out of Wemby. I'm hoping that I could get 10 years out of him. But when I say that, I'm a hater of Wemby.
How can anyone say that's hate? Give me one guy over 7'3" that played more than 5 seasons.
Yeah. I'm a hater when I say that Wemby's.
Yao Ming did.
The reason why I'm a hater is because I don't want to see Wemby surpass James. That's why I'm a hater. I don't want to see Wemby be as good as. I don't want to see Wemby, even though like anybody who looks like Wemby in terms of his stature, like who's played that long, Jabbar, but Jabbar wasn't nearly that good in year 17, year 18, year 19. So I mean, I'd love to see Wemby hold up. I don't think I'm gonna get more than 10 years out of him, though. I hope I can. I really do. I really hope that I can, but I don't think I'm gonna get more than 10 years out of him. I hope I can, though. So
he's fun to watch, though. You got to admit that. But just know, man, it's like arguing with my girl about shopping at the Dollar Tree. Yes, it looks like what you want. Man, it's about to break, man. I keep telling her that.
What you pay for, Sense.
You get what you pay for. Man, I'm too old school for people to catch that. I mean, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, look, Wemby is good. He's fascinating. Bro, he's one gut check away from leaving the game for weeks. And
he's done nonsense. We're not gonna do that. He's tougher than you.
That was exaggeration. That's exaggeration. But I seen what's that dude from Detroit, the center, Darren. Man, God almighty, did he not look impressive against Wemby?
Yes, he did.
He did. That was scary.
Do you know how hard it is to find a Jalen Duren City Black Edition jersey? Because Fluent Jr. wants one. It is impossible to find. So anybody watching, please, if you can find one, let me hit me up.
I'm gonna drop down. Hey, let me go. Hey, but I'll look for that jersey for you. I definitely will. Let me drop down, man. I think might have been the last caller, but let y'all do y'all thing. Good seeing y'all, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Good to talk to you. No, I don't think so.
All right.
What we got?
Maddie wants to defend their Wizards.
What about them?
If we have time, I have no idea.
What about the Wizards?
Maddie, what about the Wizards?
What's up, guys?
Yo,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What up?
What's up? So, I haven't heard anything about the Wizards. The only time I've heard anything about the Wizards was about the Trae Young trade and the AD trade. And first, I want to get your thoughts on those trades, of course.
Yeah, I think that they're making the playoffs next year.
Okay.
I think they're going to suck.
Yeah, I think they're going to make the playoffs next year.
Wait, so you think they're going to suck, and he thinks that he's going to make it to the playoffs?
I think they're making the playoffs next year. He's Tone has never been a real big fan of Anthony Davis, and
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I understand why.
Trae Young will put up stats, but not win you guys games. And Anthony Davis will miss half the season. So as much as you traded for Trae Young and Anthony Davis, you're not getting Trae Young and Anthony Davis.
Hold on, but we didn't trade anything out of our young core. We traded nothing to get them.
Love that. Now here's the difference, though. Here's the difference, Maddie.
Before was great, but you're still going to be in the same position.
But the difference
this year you're going to have 20 wins. Okay, next year you're going to have 25.
I think they're going to be better than what Tone thinks. But Maddie, you want us to talk about the Washington Wizards. I don't know if you noticed, since the 22-23 season, you guys have been at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Nobody outside of Washington gives a shit about you guys. And
now let me tell you something. In DC, they don't even care. They don't go to the games.
Right. So why should we talk about you guys? Why?
I'm saying because first of all, we're gonna get a top 5 pick in this draft. So
sure, absolutely.
That's I don't like to throw around the word generational, but let's be honest, that's a
great draft. Great draft.
Number 2, we got a number 2 overall pick who should have been the number 1 overall.
Say that. Hold on, before you let's not speed past the draft. You're gonna lose that too, so you're not gonna get that generational guy. You're gonna pick 4th, 5th, and you're not getting that guy.
And they got 4 amazing players.
Yeah, you'll fall right out of that.
We don't know. Anything can happen. Huh?
How long have you been?
Life.
Your
whole life.
How long? Okay, so you trust that with the 5th or 6th or 7th pick that they'll make the right choice?
What'd you say?
I think they'll get that right. To be honest with you, Tone, yeah.
I not only think that they're going to fall back to 5, 6, or 7, they'll also make the wrong choice.
I think that they're going to because I think they got it right with Trae. I think they got it right with Alex Sarr. I do think that they're going to get it right. With these first, if they end up with because Tone, remember this draft, like you can get Paul Pierce at 10 with this draft. That's how good this draft is going to be.
Yeah, but he won't be a game changer next season. If you're talking right, I'm talking about next. We're talking about next season. You're saying 5 years from now, 4 years from now. We're having a different conversation. Right now, this next season, with half a season, day to day Davis and Trae Young, you're not winning games.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Just imagine this.
Say this. How often do I speak this poorly about a team? No, ask him. Hold on. Ask him how often.
Not too often, but
if I do. Am I right or wrong?
Usually right, but I need you to understand something. You think that the front office is the same front office from 2022. Do you know who our GM is? Our GM was Sam Presti's right-hand man. He was his right-hand man, and he went to DC. And since he's came since 2022,
just because you run with Al Capone does not make you as tough as Al Capone.
That don't make him.
No, it does not.
Just let me give you an example. Mike Brown was Greg Popovich's right-hand man.
And we've seen Mike Brown. We've seen what that has happened with him.
Oh, wait, that's a coach, though.
Hold on. Wait. Romeo Crennel was Bill Belichick's right-hand man. Josh Daniels was his right-hand man. Coaches, GMs.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
See, you're a pessimist, though. You got to understand this.
I'm a realist.
Those two things are not the same
but
thing,
we have 3 rising stars in the Rising Stars tournament, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, we traded absolutely nothing to get 2 superstar caliber players when they're healthy.
They're not
number 3.
But you're wrong.
Trae Young is a superstar. AD is a superstar. Let's be honest.
No.
At least at the bare minimum, they're stars. At the bare minimum, they're stars.
I will give you stars. They are not superstars.
They could be. They could be. Trae Young has been a superstar. AD has been a superstar.
Anthony Davis is 100% a superstar. Yes, he is.
He was. He's no. You can't play.
He was. But I need you to understand. If he somehow, and let's be honest, he probably won't be healthy. He might play maybe like 50 games max. But
the last time he played a full season, which was 24, The last time he played a full season, which was 24, he played.
And he's getting
76
a
games.
lot of rest. He's getting a lot of rest.
Played
So I hope
76 games that year.
he will not be playing this season though. So he's gonna get a lot of rest. So maybe all this rest.
What's your
will
expectations
backfire.
for the Washington Wizards? Let's get to the bottom of that. What are your expectations for the Washington Wizards in the 26-27 season? What do you think?
Well,
they can do?
it's been a long time since I bought playoff tickets. So
I think they're a
hope-
playoff team. I do.
I hope we make it at least like first round. I'll be fine with the first round exit.
What do you mean at least to first round? What does that mean?
Like at least make it to the first round, maybe the second round of the playoffs.
You think you guys can win a playoff series?
Yeah, but the thing is, we're not.
Hello?
Do we lose them?
I don't know. Let me.
I think we lost them.
We lost him. So while this is what I was going to tell him. So hopefully he can still hear. I'm just went back 5 years.
Yep.
Okay. And I want to make a point. So when he says, well, we had two guys in the Rising Stars game. Okay. Here's the thing with the Rising Stars game. I went back 5 years. I picked 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, okay, the Rising Stars game 2021 consisted of, here's Team World and Team USA is what they had it back then. Okay. So let me just read out Team World to start. And here's my point. Precious Achua, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Denny Avijay, RJ Barrett, Facundo Campoza, Brendan Clark, Lou Dort, Rio Hachimura, Theo Malden, Malachi Mulder. Now, there's 2 or 3 names in there, and you're like, yeah, those 3 guys were great. Or those 3 guys became good, serviceable NBA players.
Yep.
But there's also 5 guys in there that you've never heard of from again, not significantly in the NBA.
Right.
Team USA. Team USA actually looks really good. But again, I just picked it randomly. But for every Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Therese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, you can make a case, but DeAndre Hunter, Michael Porter Jr., Zion Williamson, James Wiseman. So you could have Anthony Edwards, you could have James Wiseman. Just because they're in a rising star, my point is, if you look at both of those teams, the full list, yeah, half of them became good. 2 great players, a bunch of forgettable players. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a negative. All I'm saying is you can't just say we have 2 guys in the rising stars plus Trey plus AD. You're not getting prime AD. You're not. And the pick that you're talking about, whatever it is, are they going to be great?
You hope so.
You never know.
You hope so.
Do you want to say goodbye?
We got one more. We got one more, and we got to go.
All right, one more. We got to go. You're the
up?
last.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What up?
What should
I'm
we
feeling
call
very
you?
bad for you, Fluent.
You're here, and I don't. What can I call you? Joe?
You can just call me John, really.
John? Okay.
Because the English translation is John. You can just call me
Oh,
John.
perfect. All right, good. John, I like that.
I'm
Go
feeling
ahead.
very bad for you, Fluent. Very
Why is
bad for you.
Why?
You're gonna be rooting for the Indiana Bears in a couple of months.
Nah,
Feeling very
okay,
bad
listen.
for you.
No, hold on. Let's be very clear. One, they're still going to be called the Chicago Bears. Let's just be very clear. Because you know why? Because the New York Jets and the New York Giants play in Jersey. So it's not something that's different.
And the Detroit Pistons played in Auburn Hills, which is 45 minutes outside of.
But it's still in the same state. So I'm
San
using
Francisco. San Francisco
Alex
plays
plays in Arlington. Listen,
Yeah,
there's
so-
a ton of. Here's the other thing. Do you know how far? I forget the name of the city that they're talking about, which isn't for sure. By the way, there's still another option to keep Chicago in Illinois, but the Indiana city or town, whatever it's in, I forget the name of it. I apologize. Is 20 minutes from downtown Chicago. Literally, it's on the border of Illinois and Indiana. Like, it's all about taxes and money, which I understand. I don't think it's a big deal. The Buffalo Bills play in Orchard Park. Like, which is further, by the way.
Fluent, you're some type of seer, bro. Like you.
Which, by the way, Tone, let's be clear. They make it clear.
If they give me a good dome stadium, I don't care.
You don't care, Fluent?
No, I've been to Soldier Field 37 times. I'm good.
But what about these new young Chicago Bears fans?
They can still root for the Chicago Bears and take 20 minutes outside of the downtown core to go watch a game. Why not? It's probably easier for them.
John, do you care if the New England Patriots move to Northwest Massachusetts and they won the Super Bowl?
Well, that's still in Massachusetts, though.
Okay, let's say that they move to Vermont.
You guys don't
Yes,
even
yes,
right
that's
right on
well,
the
in
border.
Boston, yes, in Massachusetts, it's a big deal. That's a massive deal in Massachusetts. If the stadium of our football team is not in Massachusetts, it's a huge deal. That's like chill.
So you're
That's like
saying
us
Giants
taking
care?
TD
Hold on.
Garden off and us playing in I don't know, yeah, Vermont, like you said.
when the Giants were winning Super Bowls, you think they cared?
If
No.
what? I didn't hear
When the
that.
Giants were winning Super Bowls, I said, do you think they cared?
No, they didn't. No,
No.
we didn't care about it being in. We ain't,
And
Why
that's
would they
New
care?
York, right?
we didn't care. Not at
That's
all.
sad. Fluent, you've got some odd like future sight abilities. You predicted the Super Bowl on the money. You got some odd. Yeah, we never got to talk about this, but you got some weird like future vision, man. You predicted this on the
Tell him.
money.
Tell them.
You got to get me my sports bets, bro. I'll make a lot of money off of you, Fluent.
Do you know what it is? If I don't bet, I'm bang on. The second I put my own money down, I miss by a mile.
I should have told you to put money on it then. I should have told you to put money on it.
By a mile. Oh yeah. If I would have bet money on it, New England would have won by 30.
We're screwed. How are we gonna get back there?
What do you mean? You have a generational quarterback, you told me. That's what you kept telling us for all this time, right?
We do, as a matter of fact. We do, but still, I mean, Joe Burrow never made it back.
Neither did Joe Montana, and he's way better.
True.
Not Joe Montana. Sorry, Dan Marino.
Well,
What?
Joe Montana.
Yeah, I said Joe Montana. Joe Montana made it back. I meant Dan Marino. I'm trying to look and see. Sorry, I'm distracted. So keep talking. I'm trying to see where you're. Oh, I see. Okay, so let me ask. Okay, so where the New England Patriots play? If you go,
which is
we play in Foxborough. We play in Foxborough.
It's about a half an hour.
If you go down, is this Rhode Island? No, what? No.
What are you looking at, Fluent?
Hold on. If you go like 30 minutes, you go 30 minutes west, you're in Connecticut.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're
gonna care.
I don't know, man.
Stadium
Isn't Providence? I'm looking at. Isn't Providence in Rhode Island?
I don't understand why this is news. I really don't. I really don't understand why this is news off the strength that it's a deal that they can't beat. I don't know if you noticed, John, but they're telling them that not only will we build you a stadium, you could keep all the proceeds.
Oh, it is. Okay, look at this.
So
you can keep all the proceeds.
Basically getting it for free.
Yes, you can have all the dough.
Yeah.
We'll build you a stadium 20 minutes outside of Chicago. You can have all the dough. Who ain't doing that?
Everybody's doing that.
Everybody's doing that.
I don't know, man. There might be a catch. I learned growing up that there's no such thing as free lunch. Okay, there might be a situation.
No, it's not.
Here. Let me give you a perfect example. I found the example. So you guys are in Foxborough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
23 minutes away is a town called Cumberland, Rhode Island. 23 minutes away. The state of Rhode Island tells Robert Kraft, your stadium's old, it's falling apart, you can't renovate it. I'm going to build you a huge state-of-the-art domed stadium for free, and you bring your team and you get all the revenue from concessions, all the other stuff that you get. So I'm going to build you taxpayer money, build you a stadium to bring in your team. You don't think he's moving tomorrow?
Robert pack it.
No,
100% is packing your boys up, and they are moving.
We actually have evidence.
Get the hell out of here.
No, but I have evidence to support what I'm saying, though. I've got evidence.
You're right.
Robert Kraft back in 1999.
You might have to throw in
to move that stadium because he wasn't getting enough revenue.
I got to mute you because I got to say I muted him. I'm sorry. They're also going to throw in unlimited massages. Okay, now go.
In 1999. Robert Kraft got a very similar deal. It was a super cheap stadium to get him out of Boston, to get him out of Massachusetts because he wasn't getting enough revenue. Kraft fought to keep the team in Massachusetts. I know Kraft wouldn't take that deal. I know for
you said it's very similar.
I know for a fact.
Now remember what we're talking about, Tone. We're talking now. First and foremost, Tone. What is this state-of-the-art stadium? What's it going to cost?
The Bears, $0.
Okay, what is this state-of-the-art stadium that they're going to build for Robert Kraft in Connecticut going to cost today in 2026?
$0.
What is it going to cost for them to build it?
Zero.
$5 billion.
$5 billion. Let's just say that for the sake of argument, as opposed to moving from Schaefer Field, which was a dump, by the way, up into Foxborough, which is a dump. So it's way different for $200 million. For $5 billion, we're moving. And on top of that, it's state of the art, which means that everything in there, we get to keep all the proceeds. All of it. Robert Kraft is moving your boys to Connecticut. You can bitch, you can complain all you want. They are moving. I don't understand why we having this conversation. Why are we doing this?
Well, hold on. Chill. Would you be cool with it if your boys
yes, they're gone. Okay, I don't know if you know this.
Now let's be very clear.
Wait, Tone, because this is dumb that we're having this conversation. This is dumb. This is really stupid that we're having this conversation. This is so dumb because I just watched my San Francisco 49ers get a state-of-the-art stadium built 45 minutes outside the city of San Francisco. If they would have moved outside of California up north, if they would have moved to Oregon, I wouldn't have been tripping on that. I would not have been tripping on it. This is dumb. Like, why are we doing this? Like, you guys have an attachment.
I'll say this. It may be different for people who live in Chicago, close to the stadium, versus a guy who has to fly in. I don't care if I got to fly into Chicago or if I got to fly into Gary or whatever the hell I got to fly into. I don't care. It makes no difference for me.
True. I am saying this as a perspective from someone who lived in Boston as well, too, right? Yeah, so, like, I literally 25 minutes away from the stadium. So, like, for me, I would prefer it be in the state rather than me have to drive an hour and a half to, like, go to a state.
But that's the thing. You're saying an hour and a half, but think about this. I got to drive into a downtown core and deal with all the regular traffic and parking and pricing and whatever, or out into the suburbs, 20 minutes, and it's peaceful, it's easy, there's very less traffic, tons of parking, easily accessible. It's actually better and more, it's a better experience for everybody.
Yeah.
Man, like I get the, like, listen, I am very new school in this sense. I hate every NFL stadium. I think they should all be in domes. I don't think weather should play a factor in a billion-dollar industry that we're playing a sport in. And I know I'm the minority in that, but we have the technology. Why the hell do I want to
definitely have the resources to pay to have it built?
Yeah, right? So why am I playing and having to play in 10 feet of snow and minus 25-degree weather like they had to in the 20s? We've moved on.
Well,
let's see the greatest athlete.
What is that because of a strategic thing?
Let's F that. F that. Let's have the greatest athletes in the entire world play in the perfect conditions so we can see exactly how great they are, not because they slipped and fell on some ice,
which causes injuries.
But that's just me. I know, like I said, I know that's everyone thinks old school, whatever. No, I'm done. I don't care. I have no nostalgia. Don't forget, I'm the guy who doesn't want statues, doesn't want numbers retired, doesn't want jerseys in the rafters. Like, I don't want any of that.
That's wild, though, Fluent. That's a wild take to say.
I want none of that.
No statues.
No statues.
What? Well, anyway, before I go, Fluent, Chill, you absolutely know. Rematch tomorrow. 2-1 record. You already know how it goes. And I'm also going to debate you as well, Fluent, as well, of course.
I don't know. Last week you got real scared when it came down to it.
Trust me. I got your number tomorrow.
You got a topic? All right.
Of course. Have a good one, guys.
Appreciate you, brother. What game you watching?
Cavs and the Knicks. This dude want to talk about y'all moving to a different stadium. Man, get the hell out of here. I ain't even trying to hear that shit. I don't think so.
We ready to we're
no, thank you.
Apologies to anyone who's waiting. We are out of time.
Yep, that's it. These dudes want to talk football. Meanwhile, we got like conferences. We're in the middle of basketball season. I ain't got time for that. I'm not interested in that. I'm good. Later, guys. Y'all know what time it is when you see us. Me and my man Tony Tone. We are here every Tuesday night, right here on the Sports Fluent and Chilltown Hoops Network. We do this every Tuesday and Wednesday. You can catch us tomorrow night at 8:30 on the best debate show right here, Fluent and Chill versus the World. We will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. Last time we talk to your mother. Call your mother. We'll talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light, but take it. Absolutely, man. It's good to see you guys tonight. This was dope.